hey there. You guys are probably wondering what we're doing in today's video. As you can tell by the title, I think you know. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to obviously redo my living room. It's time to kind of spruce it up and bring in a different home decor and honestly clean it up. I did start it off camera. Sorry guys, my bad. I moved some plants around. I had one in the kitchen that I end up bringing in here, which is actually over here. I'll kind of get out of the way. So it's the plant over here on the right. I brought that in from the kitchen and I put it on the two stands right here. And then I moved the plant that was over here. Let me move this. So the plant that was where this fake one is now, obviously is moved over here. And then the plant that was there, I obviously moved. I just switched those plants around basically. And I like the way that feels a little bit better, mainly because over here in the hall, you can see it opens up the hallway a bit more. I don't know if you guys remember what it looked like before, but I had that giant plant was right here. And then the leaves and stuff would kind of be like in your face. And then I had a different plant here. So it felt really like, oh my gosh, I'm walking into the jungle as you walked into the hallway. So I didn't really want that for my guests because it was getting annoying running into the leaves every single day. So I did change up a few things, as you can see, but I want to go ahead and clean up my living room, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put anything up on the walls at this point. I really don't know, because I do like the simple look of it not being so cluttered. I like the plants being on either side of the TV. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling things. I'm going to bring this back a bit more so you guys can see. Oh, there's my coffee. So I just heated up some water in a mug, and I'm going to use one of these K-Cups, French vanilla cappuccino, and I'm just going to dump it into the water. I've never done this, but someone told me, like, you could totally do that, like a hat. Oh my gosh, how do you open these? Oh my gosh, that's so good. I'm not sure where I'm going to put everything right now. It looks like one of my cats broke this. That's lovely. The only good thing about being short and living in a mobile home, I'm able to actually reach the ceiling. Get these little hooks out. You can see the ceiling. Okay, how cool. I don't know why you guys feel the need to have to, like, get into everything. No reason to be scared. Looks less cluttered. Guys, as I was sitting here cleaning this and I was looking at the home decor itself, like this guy, I realized, like, at this moment I don't really want to display this. However, I don't really want to get rid of it. I know, it's a problem with me. It's always a problem. So this piece itself, I painted it, but I think I'm going to repaint it. And I think this would be really cool in like a coastal room, like a beach vibe room. I obviously am not going to do that theme in my home, but in case I ever do in the future, do other people's rooms or something like that, you never know. I figured I could keep this in storage. But I think I'm going to keep a lot of my home decor storage that I'm not going to display, because I do have a lot, and you guys know this, from thrifting, from DIYing, and all that. I've accumulated a lot of home decor over the years. I think in this room that's behind this wall, which I called the beauty room, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the whole beauty part of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get rid of a lot of my makeup. I don't wear it anyway. It's too much, you know. I'm just going to it's probably old by now. Like, there's no point in having a whole makeup station when I barely use it. All I do is like put on my eyebrows mainly. Okay, so that's really it. I don't need a whole station to put my eyebrows on. So I could probably just move the makeup situation like thing to my bedroom or the bathroom and just have the few essential things that I do need for it. And then that will clear up a lot of space, okay? So I was thinking, like, I'm going to go ahead and take you actually in there and kind of walk you through what I was going on in my head. And I know I get so off track when I start doing projects and things like this. I don't have anywhere to put this. So it's like, okay, this looks nice, but where do I put this stuff? I have this cool like skull that I glued these succulents on. All right, guys, so this is the beauty room we all kind of remember. I don't know if you've seen it in a while, but I had like the shelf over here that I moved on this side of the room and put all my like Halloween potion things in bottles. So I was thinking, like, here's the station that's full. Like, you can tell I just end up shoving like things in this room anyway. Like, so there's a lot of like home decor from Halloween and fall in here, even up here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make this tall shelf and make this like a main storage area for home decor pieces I don't use. I'm gonna move it over here in the middle, and then the crates that are underneath this half door that makes the desk, I'm gonna stack the crates up alongside either side, or on both sides of this big shelving unit. And then I'll have lots of storage so I can store tall vases or whatever it may be on this side of the wall. I think when you walk in, you're going to be like, wow, it looks like a store with all these vases and home decor knickknack things, but kind of like this. It's going to look kind of cluttered, but I think it'll look, I'm going to organize it in a way that it looks, you know, so much better. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know, guys, leave a comment below if that's what you think I should do. The only like negative thing is that outlet is right there. There's one of the main outlets in this room. And putting a huge shelving unit in front of it's probably not the best idea that I'm thinking I would want to do. Yikes. Okay, so might have to rethink that whole. I could actually put it on this wall. I still need to trim out my ceiling. So this wall's, I could move things around and I could get rid of this whole like couch thing that you guys saw a while back, because honestly, no one comes in here and sits down on it. There's really no point. I just thought it looked cute, but there's really no point in having that because nobody uses it. But I do like that it's like covered storage, because underneath I have 4 of those crates that are like filled up with files and whatnot, paperwork, all kinds of stuff that's down there. And then I threw the blanket over top of everything, so you don't really see all that nonsense, because I obviously don't want to see paperwork. But I've been throwing like other pieces, my Christmas trees randomly in here. So obviously this room, it needs a lot of work. It needs some TLC. I need to clean it up. I'm just getting tired of it. I really am. I could move like the big shelf back on this side of the wall and put the crates. The only thing is, as soon as you walk into the room, the first thing you'll see is like a huge shelving unit. And that's kind of what I didn't like and why I moved it over here. I want to kind of open up the space. I want to open up where you can actually see the window. I just don't like all these big bulky furniture pieces. I don't know. I really need to just get rid of stuff at this point. Come over here then. Okay. why I just give up on stuff. It's too much work. I barely did anything and I'm already overwhelmed. I swear, she literally hates me. Like, all I seriously did was clean this whole area up, and I still have to hide those cords. And I took down, you know, I'm just not too sure at the moment what to do with the rest of the stuff over here. As you can tell, I have a bunch of just bags of yarn and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and take a lot of the projects to the craft room, but that room's a mess, so it's not gonna really help my case. I was considering, I don't know if you guys can even see the couch. There's a couch over here that's buried full of stuff, right? It has pillows and blankets and whatnot on it over here. I was thinking about moving the couch going this way. So it'd be like off the wall into the living room to kind of box in the living room, and then move this coffee table behind the couch on the back side. But the thing is, I use that coffee table like every single day. So I don't know if that's a good idea because I put drinks on there. I put my phone up there to watch videos. I just use it a lot. I don't really know about that. And then the baskets under there are full of like project stuff that I use most often. So it's like easy access. So that's a problem. But I know there's some things that just need to be picked up out of this room. So I'm gonna just pick up those things off camera. And then once the area is kind of cleared, then we'll kind of jump back into the home decor stuff and kind of repositioning things because I want to clean this area up. It's a bit cluttered over there and even the coffee table. So we'll see about rearrangement. If I do rearrange, I'll record that part. Obviously, I need to take away some pillows and blankets and just kind of redo everything. So when I get to that part, I will go ahead and pick back up where I left off. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the rest of the junk laying around. Okay, so I just couldn't wait to do this. I wanted to clean up my couch and just get all the blankets and pillows in order just so at least something felt a little bit fresh, like when I sat down in my living room, because I was getting sick of the pillows everywhere and the blankets everywhere. I just needed cleaned up. But yeah, I'm not too sure I like this. I think I'm gonna move that blanket over here. I took off 4 pillows. Yeah, can you believe there's 4 extra pillows on here? And there was extra blankets too. I took 2 blankets off. So I think this is plenty. It still feels kind of crowded in here. But I like the textures and throws and stuff. Pop the tan over here. Putting in the tan. And the green's throwing me off too. I don't know if I like that green. For now, I think this is just how it's going to be set up. But this is nice because I'm short, so when I sit down, this is about where my back goes. The couch is way back here. This kind of has a little bit of support, but if I were to move it, it's like way back here. All right, so right this minute, I'm looking over here in this corner, and I'm thinking like a lot of the home decor and stuff I could probably hide away in a piece of furniture. I have it out on my porch, and my stepmom and my dad gave it to me. Don't mind my pillows and mess over here. I'm still going through stuff. So I'm thinking over here in this area, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys over here. Okay, as you guys can see, obviously I'm going to get rid of this box. There's really no need for a box. This is for the cats to play with, but I'm just going to throw it out. I don't need it anymore. So that's going to just like leave me with this chair situation. So I'm going to go ahead and move the chair out of the way because I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to bring in this piece of furniture. I do plan on like redoing the piece of furniture, but for right this minute, I'm going to bring it in so I can put it over here and see how I like it in this area. I don't know where I'm going to put this chair. Okay, so now that I have this kind of cleared, I'm going to go ahead and vacuum this area, get it clean, and then I'm going to move in the piece of furniture. Oh my gosh! Look what I found! A little cat whisker! Look at that. Little cat whisker. I'm going to go ahead and keep that in my collection. Friggin' heavy. So it can't be pushed all the way against the wall because of that outlet. The cords and stuff are plugged into it, so I didn't really think about that. Well, it's really big. I didn't think it was this big. That really just fills up a lot of space. I'm not entirely sure if I like that at all. To be completely honest, it's really, really big. I thought it could be cute as like a little side piece, and I was gonna paint this a different color, probably in the summertime, but I guess I can push it over here. Look at my butthole showing. This is not a porno. Oh. Okay, so here's the little like knobs for up here. So that was a little tricky putting those back on, but there was a screw in there that didn't fit all the way, and it was hard to like screw the knob onto the screw. So I actually used one of these plug-ins to insert into the screw to hold the screw in place. Then I was able to twist the knob onto the screw. So yeah, that is a hack. This definitely works. Now I'm gonna just like slightly dress this up and obviously hide my home decor. So this is what this area turned out to be looking like. I think it looks really good. I end up taking the blanket off the couch. Sorry the lighting is a bit odd over here just because, here, let me shut this off. I have just too many lights on right now. I'm gonna turn this light on and see. So I'm able to just like walk into the front door here, and I can kick my shoes off or whatever and just flip the light on and off. So I really, really like this. I think it turned out really nice. So what do you guys think? Does it look a lot better? I think it looks a lot more cleaner with removing that stool and that whole like, just a lot was going on over here. This looks cleaner with like a nice little basket and a plant stand and the plant. I'm gonna take this off. Ouch. Ugh, so we can really see this. And then over here, I added 2 lanterns just because I wasn't really sure about the whole cords showing down below. Like you can see back there, the cords and stuff. So I put that lantern there to kind of cover it. And then I have another one right there. I might move it. I don't really know, but I think it looks really cute. And then whenever I'm not wearing my slippers, I can just pull this basket out and just put my slippers just into the basket and push it like that. And bam, it just looks really nice and clean. Okay, so as I'm like just sitting here, I'm just kind of looking around the room. So this is kind of what this is looking like so far. It may or may not stay this way. I'm trying to like declutter, clean my home, and make sure everything like not only looks nice, but almost has like a home, like it looks like it lives there. I don't know, I'm just kind of sick of a lot of stuff being put around, but this is what I just kind of did. I'm really just tired. And I stepped back and I don't know, I like the tree being over here. I also don't. I have another one over here, which I think looks nice, and there's nothing up here on the wall. So I'm kind of debating like if I want to move this mirror where the TV is actually sitting right now. I'm not too sure, so I don't know. But as I was sitting here, up here, these lights, I'm not a huge like fan of them kind of swinging into the living room. I like the lights for the hallway. The hallway is like a whole different vibe. Clutter everywhere, but this is all my artwork, so I don't really want to take it down. And then this is I call it my Jesus wall. I still need to put pictures in the frames, but I have like pictures of, I mean, I know that's not what Jesus would really looks like. We really don't know what he looks like, so whatever. That's just what I have over here. I wanted to put down here the Last Supper into that frame, but I haven't got around to. Anyways, I like the lights in this hallway because it actually helps really light up the hallway, because this light, this little sconce situation, it doesn't actually work. Somehow like something broke up in here. I don't know, and I don't really know how to replace that. So I was just going to take off the whole fixture and put a new fixture on because it needs one anyway. Like you can see the hole of like where the wires and stuff go, but I just never really got around to figuring that out. Goodness, I'm a mess. So yeah, Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the hanging part because the main reason that it hangs from right here and then comes down is because it needs an outlet, so it plugs in right here. So I'm actually gonna move that and I think just string it down the wall so it's a bit more hidden and then plug it in down here. I mean, I still need to find a corner piece for the trim, but it is what it is. So that the lights, they come down right here on the edge. They kind of blend in with the wall a bit more, which is nice. And then they're just kind of like draped around these bottles. So it has like a little bit of light like during the nighttime that will reflect through the bottles right in that little area. So that'll be actually a lot nicer than having the lights drape here into the living room. Yeah, I like that look so much better. It's less like, I don't know, I'm just trying to like clean up the place, like I said, just to make it a bit nicer, not as like chaotic and crazy. So the wire on the ceiling is a little chaotic, but I'm also like, it's a part of, it just has to be that way, you know, to have this light in the middle. So I kind of don't mind it. Hopefully this year I can get my trim done. Sick of looking at my windows and ceilings. Well, the ceiling in here is done, but except for the little corner piece over there. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think. I also did this area over here. I think it looks a little nicer. I added this stool to lift this plant, but then now the plant kind of blends in with this plant, which I don't want. I want separation so you can see the plant differences. How this cactus over here, you can see like, you see what I mean by that? So I just don't know if I'm loving the plants over here where they are. Down here I kind of redid. I think it looks nicer with like just a simple decor, couple decor pieces, nothing crazy. And then my couch, it's a mess right now, but I added this pillowcase over here that I had in stash. It brings in these like these fun textures in the color, and I feel like that kind of brings into like a contemporary modern farmhouse boho vibe that I'm trying to like go for. That piece up here on the wall, I think I'm going to go ahead and return that. I don't feel like it's going to fit my vibe that I'm now kind of wanting. I would just say my vibe's eclectic, let's be real. Very eclectic with lots of boho elements, but I also like industrial. You know, the industrial pieces, I love that. I love the boho feel, and I love like the farmhousey, modern farmhousey, I should say, vibes. So it's kind of hard to just like mix all these and get the right balance. Over here, I switched out the little plant. I think that one looks better, this eucalyptus. This looks very nice over here. Hopefully it stays that way, because you guys know how I am. I buy too much stuff, I get so messy. So the trim over here definitely needs done, like I keep saying. So I'm thinking like to hide the trim, I think I'm gonna take this plant over here. So the plant right here, it actually hides this like light switch thing from the light on the ceiling, which, okay, whatever. So I'm thinking like taking the plant from over here. So we'll take this plant and move it. I'm thinking, hi Micha, move it back here, like right in between where the window of the door meets the wall, just to really hide that trim. I think that will help. So I think I'm going to put it on a stool to raise it up. I like the plant down here at the bottom. However, it's just not doing much justice with hiding that. So I'm going to go ahead and move it and see if I like it. Okay, so I got this stool from the kitchen. It almost looks a bit cluttered, doesn't it? And I'm not sure about the plant hanging up there. I'd have to like take that down. So this is the side. It doesn't really like cover exactly how I was imagining it. I'm wondering if I can move the whole couch over and literally get the stem of the plant like right in line with that. So like if you're standing right here, it would cover it. I don't know, another thing right here. So you can see like this table and everything's on this. I kind of want to clear that because it's like a designated area for the door. So I want this like pushed over. However, it's like super hard because it's very tight space over here to begin with. So I'm like, how do I make this work? Another thing is over here where I remove the plant, I have a problem with my cats scratching. I put this post here, but they don't like it. They just keep scratching this up. So I'm gonna eventually redo this. And right now, I don't want it there because they keep doing that. But I already know if I move it, they're gonna find something else to scratch up. So it's so annoying. But I'm thinking like they obviously can't scratch this because it's metal on the sides. If I try to move it over here, which also might create a little bit of balance with adding the woodwork, like the light wood and the silver, like light wood, and then put light wood here, and then just take this out. But then I'm left with the lamp situation. So I'm thinking maybe put that stool as the side table just to hold the lamp. Because like I don't really use this to put drinks and stuff on because I have this to put drinks on. So I might do all that. So then after I do that, then I should be able to move the entire couch over. Hopefully, cross your fingers, get it centered with the window, because that would be ideal. Because right now it's not centered, and that's always bothered me. I mean, I'm just really picky, apparently, even though my house is a mess. But if I could get it centered, that would be nice. And then push the plant over, and then find something skinnier or something that, if it fits, then great. But obviously, I want to clear off space. I want the slippers to be touching, this doorway, but not necessarily the table. Like if one leg or something's on, if it's pushed over more, I think it'll be fine if like a leg's touching it or something, but I don't know. I just want it pushed over into its space. And now I have to find something over here to put, so I'm thinking moving the plants, which actually would free up more space over there. If I move these two larger plants on either side of this window, which originally is what I wanted, I think it'd look a lot better. However, I run into this issue over here, this thing I moved in recently. I don't really like it. It's really, really big. If anyone were to sit over here, they wouldn't be able to. I don't like the color, obviously. That needs redone. I think I'm going to build a shelving unit or something. We will see. I think I want to do like a skinnier 4 or 5 shelf, like tier shelf or something right in here. Like for this space, that would be more ideal. Then I can hold all my decor pieces if I space the shelving out right. I could put plants and vases and bowls and beads and stuff like that on it. I could have it from floor going up close to the ceiling, and then I would obviously have to remove some of these pieces, maybe downsize, maybe just do a couple instead of a huge wall. I love this wall, I really do, but I just feel like my space needs to change a little bit more. I think I'm gonna move all of those, condense it to a couple of them to do right above, right in here. So it's just right above the messy kitchen island or breakfast bar area. So it's kind of in line with the light bulbs, if that makes sense. If I line up here with the light bulbs, I would just have like a couple right in here, probably an odd number, like 3 or 5. Take these down, have the shelving unit, then that would be a lot skinnier. Then right here, where this like beads, I guess, are hanging, that's where the plant would be from the ground up. And then over here, I'd have another plant, probably sitting on top of the side table that's over here. If I move it over here, I could move like this plant over here and put it on like the side table thing. You guys, my freaking head hurts. My head hurts from talking about all this. Like, I gotta sit down and just relax. This is why stuff doesn't get done though. I keep thinking about too much. Like, I just need to breathe.